You want to? Well, Mike Urban, I guess you're first. Okay, Mike Urban, I guess you're first. I guess I better mute that. It's like, Mike, you're the first, and yeah, I didn't turn off the TV volume. Hey, JR, how you doing? It looks like both my cameras are just looking crappy tonight. We'll have to get new cameras or something. Ooh, what did I do? How do I do it and do that? Here we go. How do I undo that? Oh, we got, it says up to five. I don't know who the five are, but we got Grace and we got Mike Irvin. We're doing good, JR. Glad to hear you doing. Are you over your food poisoning, JR? Well, it's in my normal time of doing this, but well, Gary, yeah. I mean, how many people have gotten a reel off of eBay? I mean, are they good? Do they belong in the junk pile? Hey, Evan, how you doing? Bullet, thanks for jumping in. How you doing, Rustic? We're starting to get some people in. Everybody grab your beverage of choice. I've got mine. Yeah. Crap, Well, if you're still hurting there, JR, you might as well go get it checked out. Larry, thanks for coming in. So, how many of you have ever bought a used reel off of eBay? My plan wasn't to buy one. I was just kind of goofing around, seen a couple I liked, and thought I would, you know, put in a bid, put my highest bid in. Wasn't expecting to win them, but I won two. Got a older Abu Garcia. So 6501 C3. I don't know if you can see that with the glare. No, trust me, it says Ambassador 6500 C3, 6501, left-handed. Because I like left-handed reels. Let me say, Grace, I put in a top bid and wasn't expecting to win it, but it happened. Got it for $87. Just a little shy of my what I wanted, my top price, but I got it. Already taken it apart, see what I needed, how it was going to work. Got the little schematic that came with it, as usual. But my camera's messing up. I can't really see anything, but there is a schematic. Maybe you can see it down here. Yeah, it looks like it froze up. Now I got to figure out why my phone doesn't do worth a crud. Because it's kind of irritating me. So I've taken Marilla's advice and get a different webcam. But I've already taken it apart because it just didn't feel right to me. So, but we'll get into that. So let's get started here. See, the handle nut is gone because that little E-clip that goes on there is missing. Took me a good 10 minutes just to get that handle nut off. Well, there's Tanya House. Thanks for coming in. No, you're not going to be able to see it, but on your drive here, those threads are smashed, which is why it took me so long to get the handle nut off. So I was kind of disappointed there to start with. So that made handle nut hard to get off. And we're also missing the little tension spring that goes underneath the handle. Because the description said work good. Technically, it does work. It's just missing a few parts. As you can see, the star drag is being difficult to get off of those smashed cross-threaded threads. Now, I've got a tap and die set, but I don't have a thread chaser. And as I don't want to cut new threads, I'm going to have to get new parts. And the screw that holds on your lock, your nut lock, it was cut with a bolt cutter. So this isn't the original screw. And if you see here, we've got a standard screw here and a Phillips over here. So somebody else has been in here, but they lost parts or they just grabbed a whole bunch of parts and threw a reel together. But that's not the screw I need to take out yet. Need to do the cat screws here. So I don't want that all coming apart at the wrong time. So how's everybody doing? And everybody ready for their long holiday weekend? Which is why I'm doing this on a Friday night instead of on a Saturday, because it is a long holiday weekend. You know, I want to enjoy it like everybody else. We've got those tension washers there, so they're good. So everything seems to work, but there are parts missing. You say the washer that goes under your handle for your handle tension, that's missing. Got mismatched screws here, so that means some were lost, or this is just pieced together for a sale. Chattanooga on Monday. Sounds like a good time. Where are you going to fish out at Chattanooga, Larry? Oh, I didn't grab my Q-tips. I'll find my Q-tips. I know I've seen them. Towels here. Cleaning brushes. No, JR, work is not picking up. We had low builds all week for 25. A lot of dirty grease in here. And we are off on Tuesday of next week for parts issues. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but look at all that grease on there. That cursor out of the way. Look at all that dirty grease. Hey, JBT, thanks for coming in. So, this reel just definitely wasn't taken care of. Bunch of old dirty grease in it. JBT, what's your PB channel cat there, buddy? Was it like 3 pounds? Well, for us, JR, it's not going to pick up anytime soon. We'll keep blaming everything on COVID still, and now they want to blame everything on Ukraine war, Russia's war with Ukraine. Roller bearing seems to be good. Grab some oil here. Put some oil in there and let it kind of soak into those gears. Maybe it'll help it out a little bit. Oh, that's disappointing. That shouldn't have came out so easy. Mine slides back in, so that's your drive gear and your bait clicker gear. Not quite as lubricated as I would like to see it, but guess it'll have to do. We've got a bearing down in here. No bearing on, oh yeah, there's a bearing on this side. See if I can get them out easily. Yep, there's one. See if I can't pry up the brake parts. Not snapping anything. But if I can, I'll just leave them on there. I don't want to damage anything. And I don't want to have to buy, okay. We got a snap ring in there. That's why that won't come off. There we go. Let's get this ring out of there. We just got a little snap ring here. I don't know if you can see it. We've got a little ring there. So our brake should come off just like that. Now, we should be able to get that out. You notice there was a shim. It's a spring shim. It's kind of like a little washer. Little spring. It's only on one side. Now we can go ahead and throw some oil here on our bearings. Get them looking good, working better. Not quite sure if they have been. Now, I'm adding a little much, but it'll soak through and come out. We've got that out. It's just 2-pin centrifugal brake. A lot of them have 6-pin now. And this you're not going to be able to see, but it's just got little clips like you do on a wire connection. So we'll put that aside. Now time for the fiddly bits. Oh, everybody likes them fiddly bits. Go ahead and pop that off. Now we got our brake plate here. Get our pinion gear out. And remember, just pay attention to which way it goes, because it is beveled on the bottom. So that's where the bottom is. Your drive gear off. Get this post off. And it's just all nasty with oil, no grease. Somebody looks like somebody took WD-40 to it and then oiled it. We got our little fiddly bits here. Don't lose your little spring. Go ahead and grab my little dish over here. And a cleaning brush. I got a clean one. Get this old oil and grease off of there. Just got some warm water with Dawn dish soap here. So I found that's all you really need. And I got some water over here to rinse it in. Get the soap out. Got a couple of paper towels to dry it with. You should really grease this part. Just oil your bearings. Hey, Freddy's Outdoor. How you doing? Gary, I don't know how old it is, because research I've done, excuse me, Abu used 3 different date codes, dating systems, but I think this might be a 2001. It's based on the number on the back of it and just the way it's put together. Catfish Fever, thanks for coming in. Oh, almost lost a spacer there. Let's go ahead and leave it there because it doesn't really need to come off. Get all this extra grease and stuff off here. I had a better schematic at one point, but we moved some stuff off my desk and I can't find them now. That'll be okay. Oh, I didn't get my, darn it, I didn't get my grease. I got my dry grease that I don't want to use. Hey, Big Slim, thanks for coming in. Be right back, guys. Off amongst yourself. All right, I got my grease for that. There's some other fiddly bits here to clean. Get this old grease off of here, off this yoke. I know you can't see it, but it's just all nasty grease. Might be easier just to do it with the brush. "15 wonderful viewers, including my lovely wife who is upstairs. We're normally going to bed about this time because 4 o'clock comes early, and it takes a couple hours to get to sleep. Throw that over in the rinse, clean the pinion gear, inspect it. But these older reels, a lot of these parts are discontinued. But luckily, most of these parts are also on new reels. You just got to go search around and find another reel. Find the same part number. And then you have the same parts, just on a new reel. They want to say discontinued. Big Slim, I think it might be around 20. See, I haven't mastered the art of dating reels yet. They use 3 different ways to do it. And I'm not quite sure when the changes were made to what style. The 16 wonderful people. Well, my organization is just doesn't look right like it has been. That's all right. And we got our spacer there for our handle and our one-way bearing for our anti-reverse. Then we got our drag stack, which is the problem, which is why I took it apart to begin with. Because the drag seemed kind of, just didn't seem like it wanted to hang on to anything. Got one more little washer in here. But these have dried since I took it apart the first time. I had to wait for parts because I ordered parts. Because when I took the drag out, it was just dripping with oil. Wasn't greased, it was just soaked in oil. So that's why my drag wasn't working. And I think I may have not ordered enough drag washers. No, I ordered one less, so I'm gonna have to find the best one of these and reuse. Because these aren't the Carbon X or the carbon fiber, whatever you want to call them. These are more plastic than they are anything. So I'm just going to pick out the best one and reuse it. And our metal drag washers were, well, they were just dripping grease as well. And we still have one whole other side to take apart. But since I got this apart, I'm going to go ahead and put it back together. Probably should have got a knife. I don't know where my pocket knife is. But we've got new washers here. Where's the one I'm looking for? And since this is damaged, we have new one of those as well. Boy, my camera looks crappy. I'm gonna have to work on that. So we have new parts, new drive gear. And it's actually called a drive gear. But that's what I'm going to call it today because I don't have the schematic the size I want. But we have new drag washers. I ordered one too few, but they do have two different size drag washers. You got one on the, you got one here that goes on the bottom, and you got the one here that's on top. Well, you really can't see those, can you? But they're two different sizes. So they're so small you can't even see them when they fall off. I did get a new gear. Where is my little spacer? Yeah, that's the new one. That's the new one. Where'd my little spacer go? Oh, it's already over there. Okay. There should be a little metal one somewhere. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? That's no, there it is. I guess maybe this is not it. Is it it? Is it it? No, it's not it. There it is. It's still on the old one. There we go. There's that little spacer I was looking for. Then your little small drag disc goes on the bottom. Then you can throw your drive gear on. But it just doesn't seem to be snapping like it should. It's kind of a press fit. Seems a little odd. Okay, still doing the same thing, so we're good. We're good. Just seemed a little loose for some reason. I guess I would have to spin around there for the drag to work, so maybe it's just me. Get our new drag, other drags here. Don't know why they have to have such a big bag. We'll get our other flat one. Not certain if this drag has to be lubricated, so I'm not going to do it just yet until I get it together and test it. If it does, it's pretty easy to take back apart and lube it up. Then you got to get on your keyed washer that I almost forgot. Yeah, the new drag disc. Hello, Kurt Ward. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Fishing and Freedom. How you doing? There's my lovely wife came down to spy on me.
No, I saw you was missing comments, and I thought I might come and look.
Well, Kurt, I've lost a piece or two, but I've always found them later. I always keep finding them. I try to always keep them right here in front of me. But the missus knows. But I gotta take that off so I can get all these little fiddly bits back on. Everybody knows we like our fiddly bits. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, those are empty, honey. Gotta have our fiddly bits. And normally I would be telling you what these parts are called, but I don't have the right schematics to tell me that because they don't have parts listed. They just have numbers.
Fighting.
Guess I need to get everything back in where it needs to go. I need to open up my grease here. Got another brush. A little bit of grease down in here. So has anybody got good plans for the weekend? For this long holiday weekend? Remember, you don't have to put grease everywhere, just a couple of spots and it will spread out on its own. Be careful putting this in the yolk so you don't break it. You have to go buy a new one. Get that set in there. That's kind of most of our fiddly bits.
I got a tournament Sunday. It'd be fun.
What kind of tournament do you have? I don't know why I didn't put grease on these. Like we all know I should have.
Someone was coming back into town. So we're probably going to barbecue that evening. Tanya is fishing.
Just putting a light coat of grease on all this. I don't think we need a whole bunch.
Oh, okay, our part says doodad, thingamajig, whatchamacallit, doohickey.
No, Gary, it's fiddly bits.
And for all cases for something forever.
That's right. Get it right, Gary. It's fiddly bits. You watched this long enough. You know the names. We use technical names here. We don't. You go with that generic whatchamacallit stuff.
Fishing and freedom, multi-species, point system at a local lake. JJ, I don't fish on the holidays because that means it's going to be a lot of people at the lake, and I don't like people.
So, all right, JBT people don't like you either. We just make an exception.
In the morning, Dominique is hosting state versus state tournament.
I feel sorry for them people.
Jerry said people suck. Tanya, I fish where no one else most of the time.
Yes, but Tanya, you don't catch anything.
Now, she did catch the big one.
No, she didn't.
Yeah,
No, Dominic was just nice enough to let her have his fish.
that's not the way it was.
The way it always works, honey.
Never.
Always.
Very true.
See? It wasn't her fish, it was Dominic's fish.
Okay. Tanya's gonna catch a monster this weekend.
No, she's not.
I'm rooting for you.
Dominic might and let her take credit for it.
Dominique in the river. It's really like
Don't forget to put your bearings back in your spool, since we normally don't take these spools apart, but since this one we could, we did.
it's really past my bedtime.
That spins pretty good. You can't see it, but I can.
Tanya made some homemade catfish bait. She feels good about it. What has it got in it?
Well, she's probably only going to catch the neighborhood cats.
Oh, well. Kurt said he's going to cut the grass down there.
Oh, again?
Your son was just down there the other day. Not sure what he did, but he was down there.
Well, that one went under this. That little one went in there. Knew I'd forgot it somewhere.
We use chicken liver, bacon grease, garlic, and anise. I saw that somewhere.
Well, she stole it. Is that what you're saying?
I did not say that. I said I've seen that somewhere.
Well, Tanya's out there stealing bait ideas. All right, now, guys, did I forget any of the fiddly bits?
Sleepy.
Well, it is past your bedtime.
For real.
Sucks getting old, guys. Get used to a set schedule.
Harry said, snap ring for the bearings? Question mark.
Yes, there was a snap ring for that one bearing inside the spool.
Sonia said, I'm always stealing something, mainly heart.
Well, why didn't you put them chicken hearts in the bait?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Sunday to relax and enjoy what we have. Think I'm gonna hit the river if it's not raining. It's been raining off and on. Our power's been going out every other day, seems like, because of the weather. Oh, she's done.
Well, it's going nice and smooth.
They are. We've had terrible storms the last 2 days.
After you go to put your spool back in, make sure you get your brakes back in. Otherwise, it won't fit right.
Bonnie said, I'm thinking about cutting Dominique's heart up to add to it.
Oh, well, he doesn't have one. You doesn't have one first on you.
Dog.
I don't know why you're being mean to that fella. He seems like a nice guy. No wonder he wants to keep giving her away.
Hey, it's Maurice.
Oh, Mr. Kaysen. How you doing, Maurice, buddy? If we can just get... Sounds like you're the mean one, Miss Heard. Because the Dominic I met seemed like a sweet, caring man.
Ha ha ha.
He's got that wife that's just mean to him all the time. I just don't understand it. Made me feel bad for Dominic.
Maurice, catfish and crappie.
Well, why are you giving Mark a bath?
You're silly. Comes in the door.
But she loves me.
If I found Dominique's card and added it to my bait, he would rot it.
Well, she's not very nice to him, is she? Where is my buddy Dominic? I think he needs to be hearing some of this stuff. If not, I guess I'm going to have to tell him.
Where you going, Joe?
Well, he's hosting that state versus state tomorrow. That'll give me an opportunity to tell him how bad his wife has been talking about him.
Real gals, yo.
Hey, Real Gals, how you doing? I would offer a name to go with that, but I'm not quite certain it's what I think it is. And as we know, with small charter, I got his name wrong, so I don't want to.
He's standing in Walmart parking lot talking to someone about fishing. He's misleading someone in the Walmart parking lot.
Now, you don't know that.
Yes, I do. I know him.
But like I was saying, there's a spring tension for your handle tension that is missing, so that will not be going back on. Because I've got to order one. I didn't notice it was gone. I thought I had it and put it in the box, but well, I searched the box and it's not there. Now we've got this side back together. Seems to be working just fine. Get that grease going in there. Move everything out of my way so I can find the other half of it. There it is. Well, I had to find the other half of the reel. Somebody moved it on me. This is just the bait clicker side. It does have all matching screws. But Real Gals, that's Fishing and Freedom's missus, is it not? All right, where's Fishing and Freedom?
He's in there too.
Oh, that's right, he is. He was way up there, wasn't he? I forgot. I don't have the greatest of memory.
I know.
Sometimes.
Like Dory.
Dory? Who's Dory?
Really?
You mean Dora?
Dory.
Oh, I guess it is Dory, isn't it? You know, your deer here, well, that spins pretty good. And it's pretty much just your bait clicker gear. This one's not like some of them. This one should snap off. Because it's just got two little ears on it. It should be able to get separated to pull out. But it's not wanting to come up, and I don't want to damage it. So I'm not quite sure how I can get those tabs pulled apart and lift it up at the same time. Oh, there we go. I guess I did figure it out. Yay, me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dirty inside here too. Find another Q-tip. Not really much has to be greased in here, but except this gear. Anyways, because it does drive your spool, helps settle that. Then you got your bait clicker gear. That gear runs there. and it's all, there's no grease on it, it's just oiled up. So somebody's taking this apart just to oil it and add a bunch of oil. Way too much oil. Because the drag discs were soaked. When I took it apart, I think it was 2 weeks ago, while I was waiting on parts to come in, they were just dripping with oil. And I've heard that you can take drag discs that have been soaked in oil or had too much oil or WD-40 or something sprayed on them, and you can clean those with brake cleaner and make them usable again. But I mean, that would be fun if you have a bunch of them that you got to do. But just for one reel, yeah, I think last time I checked, the new drag discs were cheaper than. We got a hole. We got a hole that I hadn't noticed. So I don't know if I can repair that or not. So that's going to get all kinds of water and corrosion in there. Might have to see if I can find another case. I don't know if you can see that sticking through there.
Got the meat grill barrel.
So that's a water issue for certain. I don't know if I can solder that, fix that hole.
JB Wells, you can't use. Oh, for the hole. I thought he meant like to clean it. Like, no.
No, he's talking about the hole.
See, now I'm sleepy, so I'm not thinking straight right now.
So there's one major defect. I don't know if I can get that case or not. We'll have to find out. Then you got your bake, like all this here is. That's just what activates your bake clicker. An old big old thing. Yep, that's a different one. That's the other one I accidentally won.
They just said it's 9 hours past reset time. For real.
Well, typically go to bed at around 8, so yeah, it's past her bedtime. Past mine, but things we want to do this weekend, so I wanted to get this done.
Oh, we are? What are we doing?
Well, fishing. Unless you want to stay home and do laundry and vacuum and
I do that every day.
do dishes.
I do that every day.
But you can stay home and do it some more this weekend if you like.
Yes, JJ, I'm tired.
I may not want to, but I will.
Oh, well, you're only saying that on camera because whenever I say, okay, go ahead, you start crying. No, I'm not doing your dishes, JJ.
Well, I'm just growing accustomed to fishing with you, honey. It's boring without you. I know Dominic can't say the same about Tanya because he's always got to watch his back, make sure she's not trying to stab him.
We have 2 dogs in there that are wanting our attention.
Frankie.
Like fires. said we're gonna start going fishing with him when he gets back. Our sons will probably never go fishing. They do
No.
not like fishing at all.
That's all right. Well, we got that taken care of momentarily. Now we've got our little parts here. Our worm gear and our pole. Just take your dog up here. He's the bad one.
They're both mine.
Oh, then see, they're both bad dogs. Well, guys, I wish you could see all the dirt and stuff that's on here. See if I can't get some of it with my finger. So much stuff was
Ew.
there on the end of the drive gear, on the worm gear.
That's a lot of dirt.
And it should be a shiny worm gear, but it's not.
Not shiny at all. Gary.
No, Tanya, I do believe you're the mean one. You ain't said nothing about ripping your heart out and using it for bait.
Y'all better watch it.
But now we know why he wants to give you away. You're mean. Such a sweet guy.
Y'all better watch it. Y'all be
Poor Dominant.
in court or something for.
And we've got this here. It's always going to be there. So if he needs to go to court, I'll gladly give him this.
JJ said, spray some WD-40 on it.
All down under there. Ooh.
When we fishing again, Gary,
And we got
we can sit out
clean
on the water for
Q-tip.
hours and not catch a thing.
There's all the grease that was inside that.
I'm so shocked and amazed that there was so much grease inside there. Honey
Are you
said,
making fun of me, honey?
just a little bit.
Okay. Y'all heard that. I'm all kind and sweet to her. Here she's making fun of me. Well, I'm trying to educate the general fishing public.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
Look at all that grease inside of that.
You have to have your reels clean for optimum performance.
JJ said, if I knew Dom was giving you away, I could have used your help all week.
Well, you got some dishes that need done, JJ? Maybe the lawn needs cut? Oh, you live in Texas. You don't have grass.
Gary said he plans on putting some time on the Wabash this weekend.
Well, Wabash is on our agenda. Just don't know which day.
Oh, we have an agenda?
Yes, we have an agenda.
What is it?
Well, since dogwood looks like it does.
We ain't going there.
Yeah, we ain't going there. Then there's the Ohio. Really wanting to go to Patoka Lake. Problem is, it's Memorial Day weekend
Oh my goodness.
that I hadn't considered. They have water skiing stuff there.
We ain't got time for that.
So then that leaves us with the Wabash, the Ohio, and our little river.
And our little river ain't doing no good.
Yeah, and being the first major holiday of the summer, there's sandbars in the Ohio.
Oh gosh.
So I would assume there are going to be some pleasure boaters out there just goofing off. Oh, yes, honey, I see that. I seen you trying to take that part and hide it from me. It's not one of the fiddly bits, so I wouldn't notice.
I used to not care about all that, them boaters and stuff, but now,
Why do you care now?
because I fish and they get in the way.
Don't they, though?
Dale Hayslip came in.
Welcome, Dale. How you doing, buddy? Glad you could make it.
See? That's Richard with Fishing and Freedom. That says you have such a, what is it?
I don't know what he said.
Soothing voice.
I don't know to what you speak.
Dominique was live earlier today with Rustic. They caught 9 cats and 2 huge gars. I even missed catching gar. Gee.
Well, honey, I'm sure you'll find your gar again. I'm sure they miss you too.
It's like we have a whole river in the backyard and no fish.
There's fish in it. We just ain't catching them.
It's crazy.
We just ain't got the right bait.
They just said, I'll go, but if there's women in bikinis, then I'm running off. And don't forget about me. Shakira and what's the other one? Tyra Banks.
What about them?
In bikinis.
Now, why would Jarrell want to see that?
Oh my gosh. Jarrell and Shakira. Woo.
Let the man have his dreams.
If he met Shakira, oh my gosh, he would probably
Be divorced.
forget how to speak, probably.
Well, what makes you think he can now? Guess I need to get all these boogers out of here.
It's 9 o'clock, y'all.
And it's Friday night. Where are your teenagers at?
I'm fighting my sleep. I got my snacks upstairs. Frankie, no, we ain't going outside. It's too dark.
Something might get your mommy.
You never know. There might be a possum or a raccoon on the back porch and attack me whenever I take him out. Oh, look, JJ said, I'm probably heading out to the lake in about an hour. Uh-uh.
He likes them raccoons and possums.
He likes being out with the vampires. Tanya said it's about her bedtime too. Usually, I go to bed about 7 o'clock, okay? And then Thomas will go up there about 8 o'clock. But then we don't go to sleep till about what, 11 o'clock? Because somebody has to have the TV on or they can't go to sleep.
And somebody's usually always asleep before I get there with the TV on.
And then I wake up.
Because I got into bed and you want to, what are you doing up here?
Yeah, because I'm asleep.
So you want me to sleep on the couch then if you're asleep before I get up there?
Is it comfortable?
It's like camping. There we go. I gotta get down in there for it.
JJ said, that's insane. How can you go to bed when with the sun out?
I don't know.
I can go to bed at any time.
I always complained about that when I was a kid, but now it just seems to be the thing to do. But when I was a kid, I didn't have to get up at 4 a.m.
I can go to bed at I can fall asleep anywhere.
Oh, y'all keep letting me do this with every reel. Keep forgetting to put this thing back on. The
Crazy
line
thing,
guide.
I've fallen asleep in like a in McDonald's drive-thru before. Yeah, and at a stoplight and a stop sign. So see,
Parking lot after work.
yeah, parking lot after work. Yeah, I just sleep anywhere. There were times when I worked out at Toyota, I didn't even know how I got home. I was so sleepy.
Next time she's falling asleep on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
That was just last weekend.
Was it? Did I fall asleep then?
Pretty sure you did.
Mike Irvin worked 15 years, third shift. You can sleep all day.
No, I can't sleep
I could probably lay
during
in
the
bed
day.
all day. Just depends on the temperature in the bed.
How loud the TV is, apparently.
Yeah, you have
But
a
only when I'm in there.
JJ. He said I used to work 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. and I would sleep from 9 to 12 and stay up till 8:30 to 9:30. So
that just kind of tells me he fell asleep right before he had to go to work, and that's why he used to work 10 p.m. to 7 a.m.
When did you sleep? Barely.
Now, let's see if we can get this little fiddly bit back on in the right spot.
I used to go to school on Eastern time from 7 to 3
Hey, we get that little fiddly bit on.
and work
Get our little
Central time,
spacers on.
4 p.m. to 2 a.m.
And this side is fairly easy to do because there's just not all that much to it. It's just getting everything lined back up. Wow, didn't go on that easy last time.
He got sleep on his days off, he said. Oh, I'm gonna sleep like a baby. Why do people say sleep like a baby? Babies don't sleep.
Well, they don't sleep at all. They're just little duty geysers. All I do is eat, sleep, and poop.
Babies wake up too.
Because they want to eat or they poop. And then once you feed them and change their diaper, they're back to sleep. So they eat, sleep, and poop.
Aren't you ready for another one?
No. I am too old to be having a baby in the house.
I'm not. They just said probably people who never had kids before. Yeah, true. You want? We could do thumbs up and see if we should have another child in the house.
We don't need another child in the house. No, we don't. Trust me.
Oh, I know.
No, you don't. It would cut into your fishing time.
Little swing. Wrap it up. Take a little tattoo and put it on my shoulder, on my back, and then we go fishing.
No. Spool came out. Spool came out.
Give me some of her grandbabies. Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
No. That is wholly unnecessary.
No. KBT said get a pet raccoon. Nope.
That ear in there
I'll
just
take some
right.
babies. I want like 5 more.
Ain't happening. Unless you find another husband.
What? Aww. Sonia said, I have 2 that live with me. I have a 6-year-old and a 6-month-old. Well, we could open a daycare.
No. You don't have to put up with other people's kids.
We could have sleepovers,
No.
birthday parties, all kinds.
No. Well, guys, something's binding, so see what I messed up on this side. I bet you it's some fiddly bits.
My friend said, Miss Tanya, we did that. Our twins aged 0 to 19. I'm done. Yeah, she said, I lock myself in the room all the time to get a break. Well, I'll come over and hang out. I love little kids. My God, where's this? Little
Sticker.
Inspected by 50 cents. Oh, that was ours.
52. Oh, was it 56?
Ooh, their 11th grandbaby will be born in October. 11 grandbabies. Oh,
Maybe you need to tell the children what causes that.
I need.
No. There's 5 grandchildren in our family. That's enough. For now.
For now, yeah.
Well, we still got 3 children to procreate.
Well, I hope they have like 5 apiece.
There we go. So the problem was pinion gear was binding a little bit. Just pressed on it. Now it's working just fine. Maybe I can get this thing put back together for the 3rd time today.
Ooh.
And to get these parts put back in though. You guys always let me forget the fiddly bits. What's wrong with you guys?
Tommy said, I know there will be more to come. I bet we will end up with close to 20. That would be so great.
Well, see, you can go visit Tanya and Dom all the time and get your baby fixed, and you can come home and not tell me all about it.
Well, you can go somewhere. You guys can go somewhere, and then I can play with the grandkids. I'll be Auntie Rena.
Well, you might have to pronounce Dom's name right for that to happen.
Nope, we can go.
Nobody needs 20 grandkids. That's being greedy to some of them people that can't have grandkids.
We still have 3 kids that haven't had any kids yet.
Well, they're the smart 3 then.
They're probably little. Not old enough to be thinking about kids. Like Irvin said, no, 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 no.
Well, I'm too old to be thinking about kids. Oh, wait, I'm not.
You're not either.
No, I'm not thinking about kids.
You're not too old either.
We have all the children we need. Oh, I want this line up.
I wanted to keep this, but we only had one. Are you able to have more?
You don't like him that much?
Maybe you need to start doing the dishes, and you might give you some more kids.
Then you just have more dishes to do. It's a trap.
JJ's still young. If they can still have them, why not try? Try to have more.
This try is the best part.
Oh, is it?
Oh, come on. Get in there like I want you to get in there.
Well, cat's ass catfishing. Not seen that one before. Be sure the 2 brakes are pushed in.
Yeah, they're pushed in.
Cat's ass. I've never heard of that one before.
I haven't either. But I'm glad they came in. It's always nice to have somebody new.
Cat fast. Cat fast. Okay, I just stopped saying that, can I? Cat fast.
Probably. It doesn't seem like it.
Cat fast.
Come on now. Line up, butters.
No, wife had some woman problems and she had to have surgery and she can't have anyone. Well, that's too bad. I know how that is. I can't have any more. But I'd like to adopt or borrow from. No. Oh,
there we go.
It went down.
Happens at my age.
Borrow some kids. Well, Gary, yes. He said borrow some kids. I don't know what to say.
Fake sucker words?
Well, like for a day, hang out and have a little party.
I don't have that. Oh, an E-clip was missing. I've got one of those. I'm gonna try to get this handle nut on. Really
Ken-
don't know if it's been stripped out.
Kentucky Redneck Outdoors.
KY Redneck, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while.
You say, I say Kentucky, you say KY. Really?
Well, it's not like we do anything the same.
Nothing.
All right. Since that will go on, I'll break out another one of these little C-clips that I got somewhere.
Right there.
Here's one.
JJ said,
Look at this big old packaging for that little bitty tiny clip.
Be a party clown, Riri. Okay, guys, borrowing kids. You know what I mean. Stop it.
She didn't say kidnap. She just said borrow. Down to the local kid bank.
Riri the clown. KY Redneck Outdoors. Been working on my boat and a little fishing at the local Fins Lake. Great. I'm not gonna get that on my head borrowing kids.
Well, you said it.
I know, but they know what I meant.
You want to borrow kids.
Hi, let me borrow your child for a minute.
Down to kids saving and loan.
We're gonna go to the zoo and I don't know. All right, let me hush. Let me hush.
Oh, I hate these little C-clips.
Glad he's almost done. My voice is getting sleepy. Getting a sleepy voice and I hope that part ain't extra sitting over there. Okay.
Nope, it's not extra yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. JJ. He said I sound ugly. You are not nice.
But we already knew JJ wasn't nice.
He said I sound ugly. I'll never, ever
Fishing with
comment
him again.
on any of your pictures or anything ever again.
Okay, so we know we're missing the little washer there, spring tension for the handle. But other than that, everything's back together, working fine.
Kentucky Redneck Outdoors said I hear candy is good bait for kids. I like Tic Tac, so I hope they do too.
So, guys, what's your opinion on your worm gear? You like to use oil or grease? Oh, you like to use the oil because the grease just kind of packs, and when you get dirt in there, it just packs in dirt.
I just realized you can see my
A little oil around the handles there, let that soak in and clean. Okay, so I've decided that, I was going to let comments and people in chat decide whether eBay reels are a gold mine for being able to get them a lot cheaper than a new one, or if they belong in the junk pile because, well, they're used and somebody else's problem. And I'm going to find another case for this. See if I can find one. Since it's got a hole in it. So that's going to be source of water getting in there, air and everything. And it's right there on top too. And I've got to get another $3 spring washer, tension washer for the handle. I've got to get another drag washer. Oh, got to test that drag.
JJ said, yeah, I think if you know what you're doing, like Thomas, they're awesome deals on eBay.
And the drag is working now. So,
wait, let me try to say it in my pretty voice.
And we bought parts. Drag washers, got to get another one. Drive cog. It's not what it's called, but that's what I'm going to call it because I can't think of the name of it at the moment.
Kentucky Redneck Outdoors said, I told my grandson if a stranger comes up to him, run the other way and call her stranger child.
Had to buy a C-clip.
Oh, Solo Texan Adventure. Hello.
Hey, Ricky. How you doing, Solo?
Hello, Thomas and Serena. Just dropping in and hit that thumbs up before going to bed. Well, good night.
Next time, come in when you can stay a little longer.
I'm still mad at JJ.
So back to what I was saying, though. Still got a few more parts to get. They're about $3 a piece. So $87 on eBay for this. It's going to be like $30 for this case if I can find one. For that side plate. So I've already spent $55 on parts. So we're looking at $147, about $180 to get this to where it's the way I want it.
What?
Well, all together, with buying the reel, getting the parts, all together it's going to be about $180 if I can find this part, this side case, or just buy another parts reel. So what do you say, chat? Approximately $180 for used reel, just to make it work right. Whereas I know Abu Garcia 6600, 6601 are about $160.
No. I don't know. I'm not good at this.
So what do you say, guys? Gold mine or junk pile? No, Big Slim, it's not. Because I didn't notice that hole in the case when I got it.
See?
I didn't notice that hole before I ordered parts. Otherwise, I would have sent it back. But I do believe I have a case right here that will fit on another reel that I accidentally won.
Yeah, accidentally. He said, oops. I won that one.
I mean, this is right-handed 6500C, whereas this is 6501C3. Yeah, it's dirty, but that's a reel for another occasion. Well, you're probably right, Kentucky Redneck Outdoors. Probably could have got one of those for about the same price. That's true, JBT.
Oh, what'd he say?
Well, you know, he's always got something to say.
Some people like the older Abus like that than the new ones. Oh, Gary says, and I'm sure Shrina wants those reels. Yeah, bring them in, but not for what
Oh,
all
she's
that.
talking about these two. Yeah, he's talking about these two that you want.
I can do
She doesn't want this one, Gary. It's left-handed.
something with them. Oh, Gary, I just got a new rod for the carp special. It's a Cast King Kong. I don't know if I already told him that.
Well, there's
Oh,
Dominic.
hey there. It's Dominique.
I'm sorry, buddy, for what the things that Tanya was saying about you while you weren't in here. Hey, there's real time.
Hey, guys. She can become ambidextrous.
No,
Dude, I can
Gary, she
barely walk
can't.
with my left and right foot, so what?
Your left and right foot.
Yeah, I told you I'm sleepy.
Yes, I know, Dominic. Everybody in here knows she's mean to you now.
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
now, see, John, I'm not fishing. I'm fixing a reel. I think the general consensus on this reel was
No, it's junk.
junk pile.
But did you show him this one, Adriarty?
Yeah. I said that was a reel for another time.
Oh, JBT. She done tied him up, gagged Dom, and now she's on his account acting like him.
I wouldn't doubt that. Oh, now look, she must have two screens. She's using both accounts.
I'm kind of not wanting to talk.
But Dominic, Tanya says she just wanted to cut your heart out and use it for catfish bait. If you go to court, we've got it in here. We can get you a transcript of this, and you can have everything you need in divorce court.
For a a nominal fee of
No, there's no fee.
JJ. You just wait. You just wait. I'm gonna get a hold of Shakira. I'm gonna tell her that you're her stalker. Oh, he said I sound ugly. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up, boy. There's no talking.
Yes, JBT, they're a minute ago. I gotta go back and find it. I think you're out and voted on the grease.
On the grease. Oh,
I just gotta go back and find it. But I can't. But I believe it was Big Slim that agreed that grease attracts dirt. So
yes, right there. Big Slim. Oil. Grease attracts dirt.
and it holds dirt. So JBT, you need to get the.
Don't tell him that.
Why not? I don't even want to know what went through your head.
Nothing.
Oil for your reel, JBT.
You know?
And a lot of people forget, but you can lubricate your handles as well. Get them spinning all nice and smooth. So if nothing else, this will be a parts reel.
Oh, so that means that you got to find another one, huh?
Well, that's how it goes sometimes.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna try to fix that hole. 'Cause I hate to think I spent that much money on it.
Are you? You hate to think that.
Yeah, I would.
Well, it looks like you already did, Thomas.
And spend that much money on it and not use it.
I can use it for you.
Oh, you can't. It's left-handed.
I can figure out how. I can use it. Well, I'm bet.
But I wouldn't want to give you a junk pile reel. Well, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. There'll be another eBay reel coming soon. About the same. I could probably use parts from one to the other.
Dominique came home and started giving out orders.
We don't know that. That's just her side of it.
Well, if you're going to give her this little transcript, this is in there too.
Well, yeah, because she's like, oh, I got to get something in there. We didn't hear Dominic say a word.
Yeah.
Other than she's mean to me.
Oh, Gary.
There's a spider on you.
No, that was a fly. That woke me up though.
Well, that's what I'm going to try, Gary.
No, he isn't.
But I don't. Yeah, solder should stick to aluminum.
It's not. It won't. It's not going to work. It won't work. Nope.
Yeah, a week will give him enough time to change the locks, JBT.
So, JJ, is your house clean for when your wife and son come home?
Of course not. Because he didn't know Dominic was trying to get rid of Tanya. Or it would be.
Dominique said, exactly. I did nothing but fish hard all day.
Don't worry, Dominic. We got your back. We know she's mean to you.
He says he's mistreated. Oh, Gary says, yes, it will. I'm going to disagree with you. Imagine that.
Nothing new.
JJ's got to do dishes. You should have had them dishes done. When are they coming home?
Probably next week.
No, he said that they were gone for a week. So they're coming back when? Tomorrow? So you can't go fishing tonight. You need to do those dishes.
Probably an open door.
An open door.
An open door.
Oh, see? Gary said on Thomas's side on this one, it will work.
See?
No.
He's not always on my side.
He just said he's on your side.
This time.
Oh, he's always on
No.
He's like nationwide. Nationwide.
Someone call 911. Dominic's getting beat.
Well, Gary,
She must have been watching that dang show that you was watching all week.
The Amber Heard and Johnny Depp
trial. Now she's just going to beat on him.
I've been watching that since day one.
I don't understand why.
God. Day one.
All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming in, even Tanya. But Trina's getting sleepy, and the dogs need to go out, and it's dark. She won't take them out.
Nope. We don't know what's on that back porch at this time of night.
If you go out, you'll find out.
Nope. The last time, something went, shh. Nope, I'm done. I don't know what that was.
But we want to thank you guys for coming and spending a few hours with us tonight on a Friday night. I know other people were live, and it's Friday night, and there's other things to do.
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead and end it. Then we'll see you guys again.
Okay, Gary.
Yeah.
I got your chicken.
Yes, you got chicken in the freezer. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night. Have a safe weekend. Bye.
Push it off.
Well, I got to figure out how to turn this one off.
Right there. In the broadcast.